Good morning, it's Barbara. Oops. Good afternoon, it's Barbara. Oh, good noon. Up, good 12:01. Oh dear. If it happens to be exactly noon, can you say good morning? I don't know. Good afternoon, it's Barb. Thank you for joining me for coffee. It is my second cup. Hold on. I'll be honest with you, I wanted to stay in bed today and just veg. I mean, all day. I stayed in bed plenty. Hey there. Not sure about my mood today, we shall see, but it just seems like I need red lipstick. Dennis is like, there's never a mood where you need red lipstick. This is still my sample that I got from Sammy from her Advent. I did buy a large size of this same color because I liked it. But waste not, want not. So this lipstick is NYX, NYX. And the color is oh, I'm sure I had that information. I wonder where it went. I bought two of those, and so this is either icing on top. It's not icing. It's something cherry cream. Cherry cream. Well, that was a waste of your time. Sorry. Cherry cream. So this is a matte. Vicky's not much up on makeup and stuff, and she's like, they used to have, you turn the thing, and I said, yeah, some of them are still like that. Now a lot of them are on a wand. Whatever. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, hello. There you go. This is me today. I will be going out, but I'll be wearing a mask, so nobody will see my bright red lips. But me and Dennis and Aura, because it's just us at home these days today. Our first day of sort of a little bit back to normal. I did find a box to send the Uggs. I will be going to the post office today. And they will be out of the house. That's good. Thanks to Dennis for his help with that, finding that box. Well, the perfect box to send was holding a bunch of, which was also kind of a perfect size for holding files and paperwork, and so it had paperwork that I'm supposed to be executrixing to. So I had to take them out, but my plan was to work on those boxes today anyway, so it's all on the table and we shall see what we do with that. I have two hard folders that my dad had to keep his, paperwork in. I'm not sure it's going to be enough. I might need another one of those, but I can always go out and about. I can go to Staples, which is right next to Joann. Apparently they're having their going out of business sale. Problem is I don't really need anything. I don't need anything, so why go in there? Let everybody who needs things get their bargains. I did not knit yesterday. I am still trying to give my arm a rest. I should put it in a sling. And that at least would remind me not to use it, because I'm wasting all my arm use on stupid things like grabbing plates and putting away dishes instead of knitting. So I didn't work on my trove yesterday. I read another book. Now I've read the 4th book. I mean, it's my 4th book in a week. Less than a week. Andy Carpenter is the character. David Rosenfeldthal, something like that. Rosen something. David Rosen something is the author. And I'm enjoying them. And of course, 4 is a little bit of a cliffhanger. So, and, you know, well, anyway, so I'm going to give 5. Ora and I watched Avira last night, and then I read my book. It was a quiet day. Oh, I am so sorry. 5 minutes and 50 seconds in, and I haven't told you the news that you're all waiting for. Pearl's doctor's visit and the results of that. Well, the result is that she's had a little bit of a loosening of the restrictions on her, but nothing super major. Well, it is super major. She's allowed to go up the steps 1 time and come down the steps 1 time. So she was able to sleep with us last night. And it is the first time in 9 weeks that she's been able to sleep upstairs with us. We are a pack. And it has been heartbreaking to have to leave her downstairs to sleep by herself, which had never happened in her whole life until now. So she was able to come up and sleep with us last night, so that's good. And we will be able to take her on a longer walk if we want to. We, in fact, did not do that yesterday because it was cold and windy. And we might have sleet and precipitation by the time we get out walking today, so we shall see. But those are the only 2 loosening of restrictions. She has an antibiotic because the surgeon is concerned she may get an infection. Something about her elbow pad was worrying to her. So we will be giving her an antibiotic. And she has to go back in 2 weeks. So we are anticipating that she is going to need another surgery to take some of that hardware out because some of that hardware is bothering her. So she will be having another surgery to remove the hardware that they put in. Hold on. Yeah, so we will be having some, if not all of that hardware removed. But I wanted to show you, I came across this when I was emptying that box. So this is the break of, trigger warning. This is really horrible looking. This is her break in her leg. This is her front right leg. And this is what it looked like after the surgery. So all this hardware that she has, I think this big long piece here is bothering her because it's interfering a little bit with how her leg moves up here. That we're definitely having removed, and it's highly likely that these pins will get removed. I don't know if the big plate will or not. It's a relatively minor surgery to remove these things, and we think it's going to make a big difference for her. But that decision won't be made for a couple weeks. So when I emptied, when I emptied the box to put the Uggs in, I found these, and that's why I'm showing them to you, because otherwise, you know, I have no props. But they were right there. I just had to look for them. So 2 more weeks, but at least she can come to bed with us, and we're hoping that once that big long thing that goes all the way to her shoulder is removed, she'll be able to be in somewhat less pain. I mean, she is limping, so either she's in pain or that thing is restricting her ability to walk correctly. I'm hoping it's just restricting her ability to walk correctly, and she isn't hurting every single time she moves her leg. She is not a complainer. She is the most stoic dog. She hasn't whimpered or cried through this whole thing. When I went out and found her standing at the bottom of the steps with her arm dangling, not a peep. This dog didn't make a peep. And she hasn't. Well, she does talk. She is a little bit of a talker. So she's had a few things to say, but it wasn't like crying in pain or whimpering. It was more like complaining. Which is fair. 100% fair. So I'm sorry to make you wait so long for the news, but she's doing good, but she's going to be having antibiotics, which we do not love because we feed our dogs raw, and they need all those bacteria in their gut to eat their food, to digest their food, and they have very strong bacteria in their gut, which is why they can eat roadkill and stuff. So we are not looking forward to giving her an antibiotic because it can upset her stomach, as it does ours, right? But we certainly want to make sure that she is infection free. So we will do it. Try to be good parents. I was the worst mother. I could never and Christy, I don't know if I should tell you this. Christy, every time you turn around, she had an ear infection when she was a baby, when she was a toddler. Every time her nose was running, we were a member of like the first HMO that existed. And so you could go to the doctor and it didn't cost you anything. You know, things have changed. But that's the first HMO, you know, we could go as often as we needed to. So every time she had a runny nose, I took her to the doctor and she had an ear infection. I mean, it was a shame. But I was like the worst mother remembering to give her amoxicillin. I just could never remember to give her medicine. I mean, I gave it to her. I mean, she had enough. It's not my fault she kept getting ear infections. May, stop. May just came in and she wants some attention. Just say hi. No, now she's going to go because Dennis is walking over here. So, but Dennis is in charge of the dog's medicine, and so they get their medicine pretty regularly. Much more regularly than if I were in charge of it, which is why he's in charge of it. So give her the prophylactic antibiotics for 2 weeks and then go back to see her surgeon. So that's the update. That's the update on Pearl. But we get to sleep with her. She gets to come and stay. You know, we have 2 dog beds in our bedroom, you know. It's been sad. It's been really sad. So today I'm going to the post office and we're taking a walk, and if it's not terrible out there, we'll take a long walk. And I'll admit it, I'm probably going to buy that 5th book because it was a cliffhanger. So Vicky left yesterday. I drove her to the airport and she got home safely, all is well. Apparently her flights were fine. I just saw a text go at the top of my phone. So I didn't catch it all, but I think she was saying her flights were fine. So she's home safe. And hi, Vic. She'll be watching this later. But today is back to our normal routine for a little while. We will be having company again next week. Uncle Russ and Pat are coming. 2 of our favorite people in the world, and so we're looking forward to that because Aura's birthday is on Valentine's Day. She will be 94. She's having trouble coping with that. She just thinks that's too old. What can I say? Well, she'll have to think of something she wants special for her supper. For her birthday dinner. Of course, she likes everything Dennis makes, so she's the best customer ever. She just and everything she eats, so she's pretty easy to please. All right, I'm rambling now. I have to tape up this box and put a label on it and get it ready. I guess I'm probably going to go to the post office after walk, though, because our post office closes at a weird time. It's like from 1:30 to 2:30. Of course, if I'm quicker, I could go before. And yeah, I could do that. Of course, that's lunchtime. But this post office I go to is just down the road. It is not our official post office because that little post office doesn't do rural delivery, and we're out in the country, and so the bigger post office nearby does rural delivery. but it is a quarter of a mile down the road, right? And so it's very convenient for mailing things, let me tell you. But there's no industry around here. So, you know, the lunch rush is not really something at this post office, so it should be okay. So if I shut up and put a label on it, I could go and take it. So maybe I'll do that. Right, Maisie? Maisie wants some cuddles. She just came in. So I'm going to go. And I'm taking it easy today, just getting back in our routine. And I do now have a pile of stuff on my table that I need to go through and organize. It's mostly just a matter of organizing and see what I have. Take a look at my list. I did make a list, and maybe do a few things. That's my plan. So I'm gonna go cuddle my dogs, right? Maisie doesn't like it when everything is weird. Everything's weird for Maisie too, because she's the only, she never gets to have any fun in the backyard because Pearl's not allowed to go with her, and it's all weird, isn't it, puppy? But she was there upstairs with us last night. It's kind of big. Anyway. Oh, I didn't want to tell you. I got my last of my face creams. I really liked the texture of it. I liked the way it soaked in, except it's got a fragrance. It has a fragrance that I can't have. It doesn't say unscented on here. I could have sworn, you know, I was very careful about that, so I need to look and see if maybe they sent me the wrong one. But I really, and it came with like a little wooden spoon, so you're not supposed to put your hands in it, I guess. But it's a very nice white cream. I think I'll be taking this with me, to New Orleans when Christy and I go to New Orleans. Also, this thing came with it. And I have no idea what this is. There was not one word of explanation. It has I don't know, it's got an interesting scent. It's a little bit waxy feeling. It feels like wax, actually. And I can't describe the smell. It looks like a dog biscuit. I have no idea what it is. It doesn't go on like it would be like a hand cream or something. Yeah, I have no idea. Any ideas? It's got a little bit of an earthy smell. It's not chemically. I have no idea. The other thing is, this is one of my pet peeves. They put a little thank you note in it. Isn't that sweet? Little thank you note. It says, thank you for supporting our business. Your order made my day. I hope this package makes yours. No name, no website, no idea who this came from, except I happen to know it came in that package. Why waste your money on a card like this that's not going to help you? I mean, just stamp your address and your name and address on the back. You can even buy this pre-printed card and just get a stamp with your company name and website. Why would you do that? It's so stupid. Excuse my French. But, you know, it's like, what a missed opportunity, because, you know, now I have to go back in my Etsy orders and try to figure out where the hell I got this from. And because the name of the company is not on their label either. They could easily put a little label right there with the name of their company and the web and their Etsy shop. They do not want a second order from me, clearly. Well, they're not getting one because I can't use this, but I'm giving it to Christy, but she'll never be able to find it because she didn't even order it. It's not in her Etsy history. It drives me crazy. I mean, this is simple business stuff. You know, people are like, oh, support a small business. If you're not even going to be smart enough to put your business name on the card, put your business name on your product, you don't do so well. I don't have a lot of sympathy with that if you're not going to try. Is that too much of a rant? Is that too rude? Is that too mean? But it drives me crazy. So, you're very welcome, whoever the hell you are. Anyway, I guess maybe people know who they order from. Keep that in their mind. Maybe they, you know, have favorites and they, you know, whatever. Anyway, never mind. I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to go. Oh, it's even getting brighter out there. It's almost like sunshine. We are supposed to have an inch of sleet tonight. Yeah. Crazy. All right. I'm going to go wrap this package and put a label on it and get it out the door. So I hope Laura's mother-in-law enjoys the Uggs. Meanwhile, I'm going to go. I'm going to leave you and stop ranting and raving. I apologize. Maybe I'll knit a little bit today. Maybe that will help my mood. Please take good care of yourselves. Please stay safe and stay sane.